champions! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete! The greatest story in club history has an ending! And what a final chapter!
We've done it. We've done it. We are the champions of the world. Manchester City, world champions. We've won it all. There is nothing they can say now that we have not achieved. Come back when you've won what? What? Come back when you've won what? We've won it all. We've won it all, and you make sure you let the rivals know. City fans, if you ever have to engage with any rival until the next trophy is handed out at the end of the season, until then, we have the bragging rights as the champions of the world, the champions of everything, the champions of England, the champions of Europe, and now the champions of the world. It is incredible. And you remind them that they are in the presence of greatness. They are in the presence of Manchester City, the champions of the fucking world. Can't believe it. It's incredible. I stopped for a little bit during the final whistle just to absorb it a little bit and appreciate what has been achieved by this football club, and to give you guys in the chat, myself included, and those people that are in the stadium, or the Mancs that are all over the world, the Manchester City fans all over the world, the opportunity who followed this team for however long you followed them, for however long, but those that have been through that dogged journey down in League One, that spectrum of a journey from there to Stockport County, 4-1 at home, Matt Town, fucking drawing, losing to York. We were there, man, and we were shite, but we stuck with them, and we fucking, look at it now. Look at us now. Look at this. I'm watching it, by the way. The trophy's walking onto the pitch. It's about to be presented to the Manchester City players, and what a monumentous achievement, a seismic statement in football this is. Globalisation for Manchester City. I mean, if you hadn't heard of us before today, you have now, because we are the champions of the fucking world. Absolutely immense. And I mean, the game was really good. It was an entertaining game. There is one side note that's a major problem, is that Rodri injury. And I'll get onto that shortly, because it looks like they're about to hand the trophy out now, which is an absolute joy to witness. There's Khaldoon Mubarak, looking dapper, walking up. But honestly, it's the football that was played at times was sublime. And so, what a start we got off to. What a start. Incredible shot from Nathan Ake. Found a major pocket of space. The space they afforded him was too much, and he didn't need any bigger invitation to have a shot. And what a shot it was. I mean, he deserved that goal just for the effort, the whip that he got onto it to smash it against the post. Although I wanted that to be a Nathan Ake goal just for that shot alone, for the effort, that was incredible. Don't take anything away from Alvarez's improvisation to see that ball at an awkward height, and to adjust his body well enough to to recognise, right, I can't head that, and I can't get a knee on it, I can't get my foot on it. Never mind, I'll just use my new packs. I've been working out, mate. Boom, back of the net, and he chests it from 8 yards out, and it just bobbles its way into an empty net. Really good improvisation by Julian Alvarez there. There's Kaka bringing the trophy out. And about to shake the hands of Khaldoon Mubarak, saying, I remember, didn't we try and sign you one day? Sure, we tried to sign you one day, but that's a long time ago. But, following up, Phil Foden's goal, a little bit fortunate. It wasn't his goal, the own goal that came from Phil Foden. That was a bit fortunate, a deflection that made it 2-0. But that was a big moment in the game that effectively saw us into cruise mode a little bit. We could start controlling the game a lot better after that. Once that second goal has been established, I know it wasn't the same against Crystal Palace, but it still felt like that. The ball was being controlled reasonably well after that second goal. And then the third goal was Alvarez and Kovacic linking up brilliantly in that second half. Kovacic came on and filled me with confidence once again. Another Kovacic performance. That's the last 3 performances I've seen from Kovacic since his little dip in form. He's come back against Luton, was the best I've seen him. I thought he was really good against Red Diamonds, and he came on today in the second half and he was solid again. And I can't remember him making a mistake. And he did this run down the left wing that was absolutely sensational. No speed, just pure brilliant footwork, technical ability to see the challenge and ride it. Really, really good from Kovacic's performance. He feeds Alvarez down that left channel. Alvarez doesn't waste time, gets a first time left-footed cross right across the face of goal. Brilliant ball from Alvarez, out of the reach of Fabio, but into the path of Phil Foden, who's come sliding in at the back post. Can't miss there. Any sort of touch, and it's back of the net. And then Julian Alvarez to make it 4-0 after Mateus Nunes. I'm pretty sure that's a Mateus Nunes assist, if I can remember rightly. I think it was him working his way in from the right-hand side. He feeds the ball into Alvarez, into the penalty area. Alvarez thinks about his shot. He feints it, tucks it onto a little pop-out, gives himself a yard of space, and then drills it bottom corner to complete the 4-0. It probably wasn't a demolition, but it was a very convincing 4-0 win in the end. A win that I felt was more than deserved, and a win that I felt like we were probably going to get. Looking at the styles of the team, I was talking about him in the watch-along, and the both A-positional teams with the fluidity and the network of players that move in circulation. Kyle Walker, captain, walking up to collect the FIFA Club World Cup. Is that that's not the FIFA Club World Cup. He's getting an individual award. What's he getting there? Adidas Silver Ball Award. What does that mean? Does anyone want to tell me what he's got that for? In the chat. Good to see so many of you in the chat, by the way. I've been ignoring you, as I always seem to do in my match reaction, because emotions are flooding high right now, so apologies for that. We've got 170 in the building already. That's really good. Thank you very much for joining me. If you could pop a like on the stream, that would be really good. Just want to listen to see what this award's for, because it seems like individual awards are being handed out right now. It's Rodri getting one now. And that's the man of the next hour. The team of the hour is Manchester City right now, champions of the world. But tomorrow we'll wake up, have a little bit more celebrations, I reckon. We should do as City fans. It doesn't come down, it's not very common, this situation, winning a Club World Cup. It's what it represents. The difficulty isn't quite, it's not up to the standards of the Champions League, but make no mistake, this isn't about that. This is about what it represents and the message that it sends to the world, and just the bragging rights as well, to simply say we have won it all. But once that dust has settled, you're hoping Rodri's injury is not as serious, because they came onto that pitch in that second half with aggression that worried me. I was alarmed as soon as I saw them flying in for tackles. Felipe Melo, that shithouse, coming onto the pitch at the end of the game, kicking off with Kyle Walker or whatever it was. I don't know what happened, but he came storming onto the pitch. Kyle Walker's pushing him away. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why he's got to come on and be such a sore loser. 5 minutes later, he's embracing Pep Guardiola and giving him a big hug and a big kiss. Don't know what that's all about, but he wasn't the only one. There was numerous players flying in for tackles, and I think was it John Kennedy or was it Lima whose tackle, he ended up scissoring Rodri, but it wasn't the attempt, it wasn't the actual damage. You'd think it was the legs that would cause the damage, but it wasn't. It was the fact that his arse, he just landed on his ankle, and it's like bent his ankle really awkwardly. And Bernardo Silva goes over to Rodri, and Bernardo's like straight away to John Kennedy, like, what are you doing? Why'd you have to do that? Because Bernardo knows the value, the importance of Rodri in this team, and to lose him is massive. We've lost every game without him. So this season, it's been a disaster without Rodri. If that's not as serious, then this has been a great week. Even if it's 1-2 weeks injury and he can't play against Everton, for example, if Rodri can't play against Everton, after that, okay, if he can come back, I can deal with that. I think we could live with that. If we're talking months out, which doesn't seem to be the case, what's he doing there? What a pleb. FIFA president. What a knobhead in bright white trainers in a suit. But Pep was rocking a suit today, looking dapper. But referees are about to get their awards now. The linesman doing that behind the referee's head, so it's having a bit of a joke and a laugh at FIFA's expense. You watching Achilles? You watching from Cyprus? I know Cyprus very well, mate. I know I've got family who live in Paphos, my friend. So big up to Cyprus. Anyone watching from Cyprus? I've got a lot of family in Cyprus. They're actually here now in the UK, in fact, which is exciting. I'm going to go and see them after this, but they've come over for Christmas. Hope everyone's enjoying the holidays as well. I'm just going to stay on this stream now and waffle until I see my football team pick up the FIFA Club World Cup. And it's a statement that should resonate around the world as if we weren't already on the map. We are on the map, but I mean the globalisation of Manchester City now is there for all to see. And you don't get this far in club competitions and then be forgotten. We are forever cemented in the history of football, Manchester City. It's an absolute pleasure. It is an absolute joy to be a part of this, regardless of the severity of and difficulty of the opposition. I think most people expected Manchester City to come into this tournament and win. But still, you've got to do it. You can't just turn up and hope for the best. You've got to turn up and win. But quintuple, Big M, that's absolutely right, mate. Timmy's spamming the trophies there as well. Love it. Couldn't miss Big Steve tonight. Class. I think I caught a glimpse of him, Timmy. He wasn't quite as prominent in his position against Red Diamonds. He was like the main man. One of the cameraman picked on him. He's like, you are the man to focus on right now. I think I did see him in the celebrations, though. It helps being bald, doesn't it? Because you can identify him a little bit easier. There he is. There's Big Steve. But yeah, big up to Big Steve, who once again is travelling the world. I mean, I'm gutted I'm not there, to be honest. But I mean, I've done my part. I've travelled the world watching Manchester City and on some dogged places, some very grim corners of the world to watch Manchester City. I've named some names and teams already, the like of York and Mactown, and albeit local as well, and other games down in the dirt in those divisions. And to see us doing it now in Saudi Arabia, regardless of the location, just to see us doing it in the FIFA Club World Cup is absolutely immense. There is an army of people receiving a medal right now. None of them have got one quite like this, though. Treble medal for Manchester City fans only. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. This is the reason we are here. Losing my voice. It's worth it. It's worth every vocal cord being snapped for this. Nothing's guaranteed in Football Plus. No other club can say champions of the world. The coolest zebra. Absolutely. Not right now, they can't. It was 2008 for Manchester United, 2019 for Liverpool, and 2021 for Chelsea. It's immense. It really, really is. I thought they were really dirty, though. Did you? I thought they were incredibly dirty in that second half, and it was a worry of how many other injuries could crop up. And if it's Rodri 1 or 2 weeks, I think we've gotten away with it, to be honest, because they were gunning for us, weren't they? They were trying to snap some players down. Marcelo was snapping away at the heels of Rico Lewis. He's always targeted Rico Lewis. That's Al Ali getting third place. All the medals for them. Big up to Al Ali for joining us in the FIFA Club World Cup. Guard of honour for Fluminense from the Manchester City players, as the Fluminense players come up to the stage to collect their runners-up medal. I mean, going off the very small little glimpses I've seen of Al Ali and Red Diamonds and Fluminense, they're comfortably the second best team in this tournament. Look at that. Fluminense fans love that. Some old-timer, absolute baller, old-timer Fluminense fan. He doesn't care that they've lost. He's so proud of his team. I love that. Absolutely love that. He was just going, yes, yes, yes. Runners-up medal. He don't care. He's just happy to be out watching his football team. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Love that from the Fluminense old-timer there. That was good, the old boy. Ramos taught them, Rolls the creator. Today was a wonderful reminder of how glad we should be not to be playing Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Yeah, 100%. I mean, the way they gunned for us in that leg at theirs with Phil Foden and... wasn't Zinchenko part of that? I'm sure Zinchenko was part of that. He was a City player at that time, wasn't he? There's Felipe Melo, all 40 years of him. walking across. There's Fabio, all 43 years of him. And tell you what, he played really well. Fabio, the goalkeeper, taking a leaf out of Edison's book, or maybe Edison's taking a leaf out of his book, because he can play. Fabio, he's got some ball carrying, not carrying, but ball distribution ability, and he was cool on the ball. So many times that you had that, as a Fluminense fan, it might have been, probably isn't, because you're probably used to it, but when Edison first arrived at Manchester City, we saw him doing these things with the ball. As City fans, we weren't used to it. So you could literally hear that in the stadium. Couldn't you hear this massive, like, this big breath intake, like, what's he doing? And then he just keeps the ball. No problem. And he does like a Cruyff turn, puts the centre forward on his arse, and then pings it 40 yards to the right winger. And it's like, oh, you know, he seems to know what he's doing, this Edison. He seems pretty good with his feet. I like it. Now we watch him and we're like, oh yeah, that's Edison. He always does Cruyff turns. That's Edison for you, mate. That's Edison. Fabio is exactly the same. There were so many occasions today for Fluminense that I was thinking, oh, we're going to win it. He's going to give it away. And then he didn't. And then he did a little Cruyff turn, exactly like Edison, and kept the ball. Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, Foden all tried to close him down and did really well. And if anything, Edison gave the ball away a couple of times in that first half. The second half performance for Edison was really good. He was sweeper keeping. He was punching. He won simple looking save from John Kennedy that he punched over the bar. Pep's collecting his medal right now. It's good to see. I mean, if he doesn't deserve one, no one deserves one. Pep Guardiola. He's a god. He is a legend, beyond legend. There are no words, there is no title for how important Pep Guardiola is to Manchester City. There is no title. He's like his own, it's his own category of quality, Pep Guardiola. He's beyond godly and legendary. He's bordering on mythical. He's that good. He's that good. It's like you can't believe it. It's that good. Unbelievable. There's John Stones. Ruben Diaz. Solid, both of them. Bernardo Silva. Loved his attitude today. Clattering into Felipe Melo. Didn't give a shit how big he is. How bigger they are, the harder they fall, mate. He went in flying into Felipe Melo. Loved that from Bernardo Silva. There's Oscar Bob. Collecting his medal. That's an exciting... More to come for Oscar Bob, I think, if he sticks around with Manchester City. And the legend himself needs no introduction. Everyone knows the words I'm about to say. The man of the hour, collecting his medal, Scott Carson. Absolute hero of Manchester City. Everything he's done for the club, impeccable. There's Sergio Gomez. Calvin Phillips, good to see him getting a goal the other day. Rodri's still limping a little bit there, isn't he? Gvardiol collecting his second medal, with us already having a Super Cup this season. Don't forget about that. Second trophy of the season for Manchester City to enjoy. It's not even Christmas Day yet. We've already won 2 fucking trophies. Fucking hell. What a time to be a City fan. And there's he is, captain, the big man, Kyle Walker. Under a lot of fire right now, a lot of criticism, Kyle Walker, but really good game from him. Enjoyed watching his football today. I thought it was a little bit more of a traditional Kyle Walker. Pep is lining up his players. He doesn't even in a photograph. He's in charge. You stand here, mate. You stand here, but you put your arm around him, and you put your arm around him like that. Pep's always in charge, always the boss. Making sure the photograph is perfect. Just like his football. Perfect. It's got to be spot on. And that photograph, he's nailing it. Pep's like, intricate details matter. It matters. Kyle Walker's got the trophy in his hands right now. FIFA Club World Cup is about to be raised in the air for Manchester City. And Manchester City are the FIFA Club World Cup champions of the world. Manchester City. We've won it all. We've won it all. Hey, 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 hey. You can see them all loving it. What a celebration this is going to be for the men in blue. Fireworks going off, sparklers, fire, bit of glitter, little tinsel. It's going wild in Saudi Arabia right now. Big embrace for Scott Carson and Pep Guardiola. Still in the hands of Kyle Walker, who's lapping it up, and rightly so. Hands it to... goal scorer and assist with the own goal, Phil Foden. Love this. Absolutely love this. Brilliant. Absolutely superb. Honestly, oh, feeling emotional. I'm feeling emotional. I really am. I'm loving this little... The stadium's immense, by the way. The stadium is immense. This light show that's going on, they aren't pulling it. No half measures in Saudi Arabia. They have gone all in to that stadium with the light show and the firework displays. Absolutely incredible. Manchester City are the world champions, ladies and gentlemen. What a statement that is. It's just, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. It hasn't sunk in yet. It just feels unfathomable to understand. I don't get it. It's like, it's odd. Even the Champions League still hasn't really sank in. Every time I watch that Rodri goal against Inter Milan where he pings it into that corner, did that happen? I can't believe, did that actually happen? And this is just a reminder that yes, it fucking did. Yes, it absolutely did. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I ordered a pizza during the 3-minute little intro, which, sorry, I've got to do that. It's YouTube's like, it helps with things. I really wish I could cut them out and just start straight, but it actually harms. You need to have people build in and things. It's a YouTube thing. I don't like it. I wish I didn't have to do it. So I apologise that if I have ever wasted 3 minutes of your lives. There's normally a subscriber of mine, Caribbean Racer guy. He normally pops in at the end the timestamp, so hopefully he does that again and you can jump straight to it if you're watching this stream after the fact. And if you are, please get in the comment sections below. Tell us your feelings. I want to know your feelings. How do you feel right now as a Manchester City fan to be, the treble winners and now the champions of the world champions? Tell us how you feel. I really want to hear it. Thanks so much for you guys joining me in the chat as well. Seen lots of new faces in this match reaction as well, which is really good to see. Come and join me for the watch along, which will be Everton. I'm doing the player ratings tomorrow. I'm still giddy. I can't get my sentences out because I'm too busy thinking about fucking world champions. Anyway, I'm doing my player ratings tomorrow. Look forward to that. And then, please forgive me, I'm going to take a couple of days off. I haven't had a day off since I started the channel and committed to it properly back in July. And I haven't had a single day off since then. And I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers out there that don't have days off at all. And fair play to them, but I want a couple of days with my family. Spend some time with Christmas and enjoy this. Enjoy this. So I hope you understand that we'll be Christmas Eve and Christmas Day without a video from me. I hope you understand. If it's any consolation, I'll be writhing in guilt. I will sit there and go, like, I shouldn't have done this. I should have made a video. Why am I not making a video? I'll be guilty. I'll feel guilty about it. So if that's any consolation, know that I'm feeling immense amount of guilt for taking 2 days off. But everyone else, enjoy the holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, please enjoy them. I hope you do with your family and your friends. If you don't, I hope you have a good day. Celebrate this trophy, regardless of what time of year it is, because this is the FIFA Club World Cup time of year. And this is a moment to remember, a moment to enjoy as Manchester City fans. It's absolutely incredible. Close to 100 likes. If we could get to 100 likes, there's 230 people in the building. On your way out, if you could pop a like on the stream, please do, for the champions of the world. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thanks again, and take care, and I'll see you in the morning for the player ratings. See you later.